The next item is another look at our capital improvement plan. And at our last meeting, we had a more in-depth look at each area of the plan and the particular financial needs and asks for the next fiscal year. We'll summarize that again for the board and be happy to take any questions as this is up for approval at the monthly meeting. Mr. Pritchard.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Madam Chair, members of the board, and Dr. Cashwell. Today I will share a review of our proposed capital improvement plan for the FY26-27 funding request. For a comprehensive view of the funding and allocation request, this chart shows each line item for a total request of $33.1 million. This is an $8.1 million increase. Again, this increase comes from a focus on addressing critical HVAC needs along with the impacts of inflation. We will be seeking your approval for this request at this evening's meeting. As part of our review of current and future capital needs, we discussed how inflation continues to drive up project cost over time. The chart shown highlighted the impact of inflation on previously allocated funds for key initiatives. The school's meals tax reserve has seen a 37.5% increase due to inflation since 2014. Also, playground replacement costs have risen 22% per site since 2024, and school bus replacement costs have also grown significantly, increasing by 29.1% within the last 4 years. As we know, the meals tax has been a vital source of funding supporting Henrico County Public Schools since its inception, providing an additional revenue for facility improvements, renovations, as well as major capital and safety projects across the division. Due to the rising costs of the impact of inflation, we are asking for an increase in meals tax funding from $9 million to $5.3 million, versus $15.3 million. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That would be a massive decrease, by the way, but yes, $9 million to $15.3 million. This additional $6.3 million would allow us to meet inflation costs as well as providing additional funding for security projects. We remain grateful to both the school board and the board of supervisors for this funding to help maintain our facilities. And this concludes the presentation. We will be seeking the board's approval of our preliminary CIP at tonight's November monthly board meeting. After that, we will provide our proposal to the Board of Supervisors so that it may be considered during their budget deliberations. Once approved by the supervisors, it will return to this board for your final approval. Again, I would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude to this board and the Board of Supervisors for your continued support and consideration of our CIP requests. And at this time, I'll be glad to answer any of your questions.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pritchard. And just to highlight, like you said, this presentation is really focusing on what we're taking action on tonight, which is the capital improvement plan for 2026, 2027. That's what we take action on tonight, so really looking at the funding for the next fiscal year.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. I'll start with Ms. Atkins. Any questions? I know this is the second time we've seen this, so just hitting any last minute questions.
Thank you, Chair Shea. Thank you for the presentation. No questions.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Young.
No questions. Thank you, Ms. Pritchard. Appreciate it.
Mr. Irving?
Seeing that I missed this last time in my absence, I don't have questions, but I do have a comment that I'd like to make. If you look at the meals tax funding and allocation request and seeing that since inception, which was back in 2014, we've spent a combined $96,690,470. I want to put that number in perspective because over the last 3 years, the meals tax has brought in over $110 million in revenue. So I just think that perspective is useful in thinking about that total spending versus how much the meals tax brings in for us as a county. Thank you.
Ms. Kinsella?
No, I just want to ask Mr. Pritchard, what is it? Slide, it's where it shows the inflation rates, the impact of inflation.
Well,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes, right there. if you could just, I mean, I know we discussed this at last meeting. Can you just put into number of playgrounds the impact of inflation? Like what money used to buy versus how far the dollars go now?
Yes, ma'am. When we first started this project, we were able to do four playgrounds with $1 million. And since that time, which was 2024, we have now reduced that number to 3. So putting us at $1.6 million, and that request would put us back on doing 4 playgrounds per year, which would put us on 11 to 12-year cycle at our elementary schools.
Okay. Thank you so much for
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Thank you so much for all the work you've done on the capital plan. Chair Shea.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pritchard. Just two points for me. I support our increases, particularly the increases around mechanical, like I expressed last time, but decades being of, was it 2 million, 2.5 million? Somewhere around there. We were there for decades for roofing and mechanical.
2.5, yes, ma'am.
And until just 2 years ago. And, you know, with the age of our systems, the diversity of our systems, like you pointed out, having hundreds of different systems in the county, but also the real impact that our COVID procedures had on our HVAC. And it was the right thing to do to have those procedures into place, but the continual flushing, the higher filters, thank you, the higher filters, it really had an impact on our systems. And so, you know, we're paying the price tag of that now. Again, it was the right thing to do, but it has real consequences. And so I support the increase there. And then the other thing I wrote down, Mr. Irving, echoes what Mr. Irving said. I have concern with the deferred meals tax that we continue to see. And how we can advocate for getting our meals tax money. And I know that meals tax money is still being invested into our schools with construction and construction overages and all that, but we continue to have deferred maintenance projects in our buildings that need to be addressed. And our meals tax is doing exceptionally well. It is doing better than projected. And so, you know, as a board, thinking about how we can help advocate for that to continue to be able to chip away at our list on our CIP of continued maintenance needs. And so, just bring that top of mind. But we continue in Henrico to move forward with our buildings and our maintenance, which is important when more than half of our buildings are over 50 years old. So. Thank you for you and your team's work and trying to manage a large system of buildings. So thank you. Anything else? Yeah.
Chair Shea, I just want to publicly say that I support a better understanding of those deferred funds.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Pritchard.
you very much.